Good afternoon, Knicks Nation. Today is Thursday, the 18th day of December 2025. I hope you're safe and healthy today. I hope your family is safe and healthy and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the area of health, along with first responders trying every day to save lives, those that pick up garbage, keep our cities and towns clean, those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children, victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People that are helping those that are victims of prostitution, child prostitution, pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, profiteers, and perverts that create demands that cause these evil industries to exist finally. Double blessings on the homeless. More than 700,000 men, women, children, families, senior citizens, and military veterans homeless in the United States of America, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. There's going to be a basketball game tonight in Indianapolis, Indiana. The New York Knicks will be taking on the Indiana Pacers in Indy tonight. Now, the Knicks, as we're looking at it right now, the Knicks are 18-7. The championship for the cup didn't count, and I'm glad that they're not going to raise no banner. We're not in this thing for Emirates Cup. We in this thing for NBA championship. Now, the Emirates Cup is good platform, a good springboard, a good measure of where we are right now. We're in a good place. But it's just the beginning. It's only 25 games into the season. We got more than half the season to go. But the Knicks are looking good. 13-1 in their last 14 games. They're going 9-1 in their last 10, including 5 straight. So tonight in Indiana, though, got to have a little bit of a challenge. Why? Well, let's see. Hart for his abs, questionable. OG, knee contusion, questionable. Karl Anthony Towns, knee soreness, questionable. So what do we actually have? We are guaranteed Brunson, Hart, and Bridges. I mentioned Hart because you and I know, unless the boy can walk, he's going to play. So Brunson, Hart, Bridges are going to be there. OG and Cat may not. Now, this is the thing. It's a back-to-back. In Indiana tonight, at the Garden tomorrow. One of Cat or Mitchell Robinson going to play tonight, and one is going to sit. The other one's going to play tomorrow, and one's going to sit. So, let's say Cat plays tonight. Okay, Cat plays tonight, MitchRob doesn't play. You're going to still have Kolek, Jordan Clarkson, and you're going to have Ariel Hukporti as your bench crew. With Yabusele, who hasn't been really getting a lot of time under Mike Brown. Sometimes, it doesn't fit. Just sometimes it doesn't. The coach and a player. It's not that something's wrong with Yabusele. Maybe he's just not getting in the fit with what Mike Brown wants. Could be. But at the same time, you could start Yabusele. It depends, in this scenario if OG is sitting. So if OG plays and Karl Anthony Towns plays, you're really just having MitchRob sit, and then Ariel Hukporti, Jordan Clarkson, and Tyler Kolek fill out the 8-man rotation. You're gonna get a little bit of you might get some Trey Jameson, you might get some Yabusele, depending on Coach Brown's preferences in this game. If Karl Anthony Towns sits today, you're going to get Mitchell Robinson today, and you won't get him tomorrow. So you get MitchRob, and then if let's say OG and Cat sit, then you're going to have Mitchell Robinson starting. Then the question is, what are you going to do at that 4 spot? You could Josh Hart's going to play, so you could put him at the 4 spot, and you could bring Tyler Kolek in to start next to Brunson. The boy's been playing a little bit of defense, or you could start Clarkson if you want. You got options there, okay, if you're going to do that, if OG doesn't play. So we'll be in good shape. You know what I saw that was really cool yesterday or today? I was watching a little snippet of the celebration that the Knicks had when they officially won that cup. And I'm going to put it in the description box. So check this out. You might have seen it. They show Deuce McBride in the midst of the crowd, right, of players. And I ain't gonna tell you what he said. I want you to read his lips. And it'll show you how badly this boy wants to get back in the lineup. They gotta probably hold him back. So he's not playing tonight. I doubt he'll play tomorrow. I'm thinking we get Deuce back for Sunday. But if you look at, you tell me, and I'm not a lip reader, but his lips were out. Sometimes what the dude is saying, you ain't got to be a lip reader to see what he's saying. So I'm gonna put it in the description box and let you tell me. But for tonight, though, we know it's gonna be Jalen, Mikal, and Josh. Other than that, we really don't know. We can get Cat or MitchRob. We can get OG or Tyler starting with, or Jordan Clarkson starting with one of them, and then you'll get, Josh at the 4. So they could go small tonight, I guess is what I'm saying. If OG doesn't play, they can straight go small. Have MitchRob, Cat out there, and then slide Josh in at the 4, and you have Mikal at the 3, Josh at the 4, and then you could put Tyler Kolek in at the point guard, and then have Brunson play off ball. You could do that. So there's options, and this is one of the blessings of having the depth that the Knicks have. We're missing Chapman, we're missing Deuce, and we still got options. Okay, so I'm not sure if MitchRob's gonna play tonight or he's gonna play tomorrow. He's only gonna play one of these 2 games. I really think if Cat's knee is sore, he needs to sit one of these 2 games that MitchRob plays and let everybody else come in. We could see some Hukporti. I hope we do. Hukporti gives good minutes when he's in there, especially on the defensive end of the floor. So that could possibly. Yabusele has been hustling. He's trying his best. The boy's just not fitting very well. And before you also, it ain't because he's overweight. This is how he normally is. He was like this all last year in Philly and played better. It's just the system for him. Okay, so it is what it is. And some people talking about trading Yabusele. They might. You're talking about a backup 4, right? And there's some backup 4s available. You can, like I mentioned, you could get maybe a trade. Now, let me not say available. Let's just say possible, because they're not always available. So we talked about Precious. Somebody mentioned, well, Precious is on the Kings. He is. And he's UFA at the end of the season. So that's cool. I think Precious wouldn't mind being back in New York if he's guaranteed time, like Yabusele was. Precious was never given the opportunity to say, okay, we're going to give you guaranteed 2-year money and you're going to be in the rotation. He was never given that. I feel like if he was, he might still be here, but that's another story. Then there's guys like that's out of the rotation on their respective teams, like Jeremy Sohan. He's out of the rotation. Okay. Again, I think he's going to be UFA this coming season. I think he's going to be UFA. Let me just make sure I'm not lying to you. But I think he's going to be UFA this coming season. And I've always, he always felt to me, he had a little Rodman vibe. I'm not saying he's going to be Rodman, but I'm saying Rodman-like vibe. He got that Rodman-like vibe. That, tough defense, rebounding. But he could shoot better than Rodman used to shoot. So he may just need to change the scenery more time. Although I can't see how, you could be on the Spurs, of all teams, you could be on the Spurs, man, and not making it, because that's like training ground city for everybody. There's a couple of teams that they bring a guy into the league and you learn, if you make it, how to play the right way. 2 of them, really, that I'm thinking of. One of them is the Spurs. The other one is Heat. You're going to learn the system Pat Riley and Eric Spo have down there if you're going to stay. And, yeah, so let me look at our boy here. Let me see. I'm looking for our boy Sohan. There he is. So Sohan is making $7 million this year. Sohan's 22, young boy. And he's going to be a restricted free agent come summer. So he's not unrestricted. He's going to be restricted on his rookie deal, last year of his rookie deal. And so he might be available. We'll see. But, when it comes to free agents, I guess what I'm saying, there's a lot of Hukporti replacement options. There's a lot of Hukporti replacement options, put it that way. Because if you're going to replace a Hukporti, you're talking about a power forward. Okay, you're talking about a power forward, and you're dealing with Sohan, Harrison Barnes also, but Harrison Barnes is going to be a little bit more expensive, even though he's 33, going on 34. He's still very, very good player. He ain't gonna cost no 18 million. That's what he costing right now. But I don't see him costing a whole bunch of money. We're really talking about next summer. Really, we're really talking about next summer. So, yeah, and all team. Let me take a look at this. So you got and then there's guys we don't want to touch with a 10-foot pro like KP. This dude is guaranteed a Hall of Fame spot on the Anthony Ambulance School of Unavailability. You got him. Jonathan Kuminga is going to cost too much money. He's already making 23 and he wants 30, so that ain't going to work. The same with Rui Hachimura. They're too young. They're going to cost a lot of money. You can't just get players that's going to cost you. Sohan may not. He's coming off, he coming off $7 million. He ain't expecting 20. He ain't even in the rotation right now. So that might be a good bet. There's our boy Tari Eason. Tari is going to be restricted also. He's another, you can get him for the mid-level exception. Then there's, let me see who else we got. Marvin Bagley. Remember now, Marvin Bagley is a disappointment. We're not looking for him to start. We're looking for him to come off the bench. He might be good in that role. I don't know. Then there's our boy Precious. These are all possible free agents coming into next season. So you got a few dudes. And then we got our own Trey Jemison Jr. We got him too. So there's possibilities, to replace. But if you wanted to replace him right now, you probably have to make a trade. Okay, you got to make a trade. And I don't know, the Don know what he doing. I'm going to leave that stuff to him. He know what he doing. So I'm going to leave that to him. But for now, we got Yabusele. And he could, it's weird. Mike Brown could, let's say OG ain't playing tonight. Mike Brown could start him at the 4. That's possible. I'm not saying he'd do it, but you know what? Sometimes Mike Brown is unpredictable. I think you never know what he's going to do. I think Yabusele will get some minutes, though, if you're missing MitchRob or Cat and OG. He going to get some minutes. So this might be his opportunity to prove that he belonged to stay on this championship run. We'll see. Exciting, though, to see Tyler Kolek. See what happened with Tyler Kolek. This would be a test for Tyler Kolek. You know why? Because this would be a game where he would play more than 15 to 20 minutes. And now we're going to see if he's going to give us diminishing returns. Sometimes a guy's really good for 20 minutes and then all of a sudden he turns into a pumpkin. That does happen. So this would be a good test for Tyler Kolek to see if he can give us consistent minutes with consistent. I felt the other day that he just needed some more minutes and that jumper was going to come. And it sure enough did. Now, Indiana tonight, the Indiana's been really, this is the story of their season. Halliburton's out for the year. Toppin is out. He got to undergo surgery to replace a screw in his foot. Aaron Nesmith is out, and he's going to be out for at least, he was pronounced out for 4 weeks on November 15th, so he's probably getting ready to be revived, but he's out today. And then Ben Shepherd. So what you got right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 rotation players and 2 starters that's out for Indiana. That's pretty tough to overcome. Very tough. Okay, so they've been having a hard season. Indiana is 6-20 right now. It just ain't been rolling right for them. They're missing some important pieces to their rotation. So, of course, this is the league. And you can go in Indiana and get your ass beat today if you're not on point. So whether Mitch is playing or Cat is playing, the Knicks got to come handle business tonight in Indiana. It ain't no giving. Oh, they're going to just take this. Some people still think this is high school. This ain't high school. This ain't college. This ain't even G League or Europe. This is the league. And you can get your ass beat on any given night by anybody. See, I can get 50 tonight. He done it to us before. And they can just go off, right? Or some unknown dude. That's another one that happens to the Knicks. Some unknown dude that you ain't even prepped for because he hardly played. Like a Johnny Furphy. come off and just start killing us, or they're going Jarvis Walker start hitting threes out of nowhere. Stuff like that happens in the league because everybody's really good. So we got to go in here and handle business today. Right now, the way things are looking, you probably want, let me see. Let me see. Who's there? Well, then of course they still got Benedict Mathurin playing. That boy can go off at any time. So you got T.J. McConnell shooting 33%. Our boy Garrison Matthews is shooting 33% from three. Jay Huff, Jarice Walker, McConnell. Those are the dudes you want shooting from three today. Double up everybody else. Let them catch shoot their threes. Dare them to beat us. They start splashing though, we gotta get it in their behind, but that's what I would do. So we'll see what happens. That's defensively. Gotta get after it. The guy that takes the most threes on their team is Neesmith, and he ain't playing. And Neesmith can shoot. He ain't playing though. Benedict Mathurin takes 6 a game. He can shoot 41%. You gotta watch him. Okay, you gotta watch him. Nembhard takes 5 a game, 34%. Siakam takes 5 a game, 36%. So we gotta play him honest. But there's a couple of guys you don't mind shooting, right? So we'll see. But for today, they got to strategize. Like I said, I don't know who's playing, who's not playing. We know we know definitely we're going to see Brunson, Hart, and Mikal. You're going to get them. You got Kolek's ready to play. You got Clarkson's ready to play. Hukporti's ready to play. These cats ready to play. Yabusele's healthy. So this is what we definitely got coming into the game. The possibilities are MitchRob or Cat. You're going to get one, but not both. OG. Okay? Those are your real possibles right here. So we got, I would say Brunson, Hart, Mikal, Kolek, Jordan Clarkson, Hukporti. So we got 6 and 2 possibles, right? Between Mitch and Cat and then OG. I'm thinking with a bruise, OG plays. If it was a muscle strain, you know how muscular he is, he might sit for that. But if it's a bruise, I think OG plays. He just comes out and balls. He's a grown-ass man, right? So I think he built like a brick doodle house. I think he's going to come out there and play. So I'd be surprised if OG sit. But then again, he may not want to play a back-to-back like that. We got to see how this goes. So we got 6 and 2 possibles. Anyway, let's enjoy the game. Let's not take it lightly. It's not going to be easy. I think I prefer MitchRob playing tomorrow against Embiid. You know how we do it with Embiid, right? Let's see. Anyway, we'll see. Y'all enjoy the game. Don't go too crazy. We'll talk tomorrow. Let's get this dub, New York. Sure.